Hello, I'm Thomas Carruthers.
I'm Will Leggetter.
And I spent my morning re-listening to the angry voicemail Alec Baldwin sent his very young daughter. How did you spend your morning, Will?
I've been asleep, and then I listened. Oh no, I worked out how to control my sister's Alexa all the way over in Wakefield. So I had a bit of fun playing WAP all morning. On that.
Yeah, I guess I would have gone for something like, I don't know, theme from Schindler's List or something.
Oh no, yeah, that is very. I went for
I guess
WAP.
that's the two different.
Yeah. And then I went for some Hamilton songs because I know how much you could annoy someone just by playing them a Hamilton song, and it worked.
It's greatly infuriated me.
Yeah.
This also sounds like the worst Twilight Zone episode, like somewhere in season 5 where they're running out of ideas. Imagine a world where a radio keeps playing songs you don't like, and it haunts you for the rest of your life. Remember when I tried to work my great Rod Serling impression into a show we did?
It's very Clint Eastwood.
No, it's very Rod Serling. That's exactly how he sounds. Everything I say sounds like this. I guess the Clint Eastwood is the squint. So our audio listeners... It's
the squint and it's the jawline.
So our audio listeners will be going, oh my God, is that Rod Serling?
Our cheap seat listeners, as we like to call them.
And all the people in the people in the cheap seats clap your hands, and all you rich people just jangle your jewelry. John Lennon, classic. Anyway, it's a real bumper episode we've got planned, so let's just get straight to it. This is our farewell to Peep Show.
Sad, really. I mean, it won't be my farewell. I think I've got it scheduled up to watch starting next week from episode 1 again. So.
I just couldn't. How? I guess,
if I wouldn't do it, I wouldn't be winning all of these Peep Show quizzes at uni. I've got to keep that in there.
But also, I do understand you have described it to me before as wallpaper-esque.
Yeah.
And I think it is quite wallpapery. And I think that's my biggest problem in watching it as an actual show, as in sitting down and watching it. But I'm sure it's fine for wallpaper. Let's just jump straight into it because we're doing season 7, 8, and 9, and then we need to rank our top 10 of all time. It's a real bumper. You have proclaimed to me before, Will, that season 7 is probably the best season.
Have I? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
What have you said? It's around the 5.
It changes every time. I would say, yeah, that the 3/4 mark I think is quite good.
Of this rewatch, then, of a sort of, I won't say more closely viewed because I don't know how you did it, but you've been breaking down the episodes. What would you say is your current favorite season then?
My current favorite season. I will only be able to tell you once we start ranking.
Okay, and mine would probably be season 5 of Mad Men. And let's just get straight to it. Season 7, jumping straight back into where we left off last time on season 6, which was the pregnancy. But I don't think we'll get to the hospitals just yet because we Will, what do you have at your number 6?
It's an hospital.
Do you?
We will get there straight away.
No, we're going to punt. I have that higher. Okay. 6, I have Man Jam.
I have Man Jam at 5.
Okay, let's talk about Man Jam.
I like that. Let's talk about Man Jam.
Let's talk about Man Jam. This isn't our introduction. The introduction is in hospitals. But we have Camilla Biput, who is a nice little running character. The coma, boyfriend in a coma. I know, it's serious. Played by Danny Babington. Ben, who's just a real knob.
Oh yeah.
in the ranking of Jeremy's love interests, I was going to say girlfriends, but now I know that I should have been being more broader. Little did I know. In the ranking of Jeremy's love interests, where is Zara for you?
I really like Zara.
I like Zara too.
But she's too good for him. Like, we all know that. Like, she's an amazing woman. But which is the sad thing, really, because and then you've introduced Ben, and you can see it's not a good relationship. But then, is her being with Jeremy any better? I think that's the running gag with that, which I quite like.
The Dobby Club is horribly weird.
Dobby Club? I think I'm in a Facebook page called Dobby Club.
Oh, is that what the meme is called?
Corfu 06. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Have we all been there,
I haven't been that deep, but
no, the wonderful Jim Howick
yes,
as Jared, who I very much enjoyed this season. I liked the back and forth, and I very much liked the shock ending of that back and forth, which we'll get to in Beautiful Mind, is it?
We will. We sure will.
When Jared dies.
Yeah.
Matthew Bainton as well. I forgot about him from season 6 as Simon. Dobby's. I think we had this conversation off the podcast. What are we supposed to like Dobby?
We are at first because she's the perfect woman for Mark, and we're like, oh my god, he's found a match. And then we learn, no.
See, this is where I don't think the Dobby plotline worked for me. It's because I never thought she was a perfect woman. She was just so bloody annoying.
She gnaws her cheese.
She gnaws her cheese, and yes, I thought she was nice, but now I'm noticing she just says exactly what comes into her head all the time, and you can't do that. But yes, Man Jam. The for me, the peak of this episode is Hans and his Zoot Suit band.
See, I love that scene. I think the whole Zoot.
I said it was the peak.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Zoot Suit.
I thought you disagree.
I think that's great. He only signs in blood. That's a very Superman's thing. And I love the lyrics. I am the home-trained dentist. I am the last remaining contestant on The Apprentice.
They're great. I wanted more.
Yeah, we should. They should bring out an album. Yeah.
But specifically, I want to specify. This is the band. This man is not part of the band. That was very funny.
I do like that.
I really hate Jeremy.
Yeah, you've said many times. Just because he's an awful person?
No, because we just have the exact same conversation every time. It's not that they're horrible people, because I adore It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I would say, as horrible as those 5 are, I love them all. And they're eminently rewatchable. And I could watch them forever. Jeremy's just insufferable. I know that's the dynamic, and that's where the comedy comes. He's just insufferable. Will, do you have anything else to say about Man Jam?
Do I have anything else to say about Man Jam?
I'm going to.
Probably. Is this the one?
I'm going to help us out here in the long run.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Zoot Suit band. Man Jam can be locked in at 5. St. Hospitals can be locked in at 6.
Oh, did you have St. Hospitals at 5?
No, I had it at 4. But
all right, but it's better than St. Hospitals.
Yes. So let's talk about that now.
That's how it goes. Yeah, that's it.
That's just the way it is.
You're thrown straight into it. It's a straight continuation. There's a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
I often get to this episode for some reason when I'm going on walks in public and I've forgotten my earphones, and all people can hear is Sophie giving birth on my phone, and I get funny looks.
Well, I don't want to, derail the show for 20 minutes just to publicly shame you, but you watch things without your earphones in public places?
Sometimes on a walk home, I'll just hold it near me ear.
Oh my God. Do you not just accept defeat?
No, because I get lonely.
Everybody gets lonely. Everybody. The new tangent. Accepting defeat. Well, did you know that this episode was available to view online on 4OD a week before it was first broadcast on television?
Oh, that's a treat, that.
Yeah. Olivia Colman is really hardly in these seasons. I was trying to figure out when what's her career like? When's Broadchurch?
Christ.
Fleabag's 2018. Right. Okay, 2010. Okay, so it's over these last 3 seasons that she's now in 2012, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, the suspicions of Mr. Witcher. Actually, I'm completely off with everything. Rev is 2010 to 2014.
That will have been because she was actually pregnant during Rev, wasn't she? Because then at the same time she was recording that Mitchell and Webb look, which was that they started doing halfway through Peep Show.
I saw the very funny Rebecca sketch.
I do love that Rebecca sketch.
The reveal of David Mitchell as Judith Anderson is very, very funny.
And she just hovers across the room. I love that.
Mrs. Winter. What are we talking about here, Will? We're talking about the hospitals.
We're talking about best part for me is when Mark goes and gets a KFC.
Yeah, and it made me want to have a KFC.
Did you get one?
No, I had one a few days later, and this is the first time I've ever ordered Just Eat.
Ah.
And I ordered a Mighty Bucket for one meal.
Yes.
And I ordered 4 extra hot wings.
Very good.
This is what arrived. No, stop. This is what arrived. The four hot wings.
Yeah.
3 mini fillets. And a little popcorn. No pieces. No, not the other 2 hot wings that should have been in the long and short of it is that I deleted the Just Eat app immediately.
Oh, really? Okay. I was going to suggest, since it's a long show, why don't we get each other's addresses and order each other a little snackettes?
Because you live in a nice little 2-floor thing. I live in an 8-floor accommodation building where I'd have to go all the way down for a 20-minute break.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate. I just have a nice cordial.
I have a cup of tea.
A cup of tea. Well, is there anything else you want to say about St. Hospitals?
No,
I have something to say. So the first gag, I'm a paedophobe. I immediately was like, every time, because we watch them in blocks.
Yeah.
And every time I was like, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt again. There are enough funny bits. I really enjoy. I could enjoy this show, and then it started straight away with the paedophile joke, and I thought, nobody is that stupid, and it immediately lost me. It immediately lost me.
Yeah, it's not one of their cleverest jokes. I'll agree with that, but I chuckled because it's funny, isn't it?
No, it's not, because they're too stupid. He's too stupid. And not in a Mr. Bean way or whatever. But I don't like Mr. Bean either.
That's because you don't, yeah.
That's because I don't what?
You don't do Curtis, really.
No, I like parts of Notting Hill. I like The Boat That Rocked. I like parts of everything he's ever done. I mean, I love his Blackadder contributions.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about that. St. Hospitals, yes, they didn't do the knocked up thing of having a 2-second shot of the baby coming out.
No, I did enjoy the final gag of Superhands getting a man in to do the flooding and minimal water damage, because that's a very Mark thing. He's just had a son, and the thing that he's stressing about most.
Yeah. The show would be infinitely better if it was just Mark, or if it'd be infinitely more watchable. And you
but with
care
super
for the
hands as well.
characters. Yeah, no, everybody just get rid of Jeremy. That's why I've come to realize.
Make Mark live with Johnson.
The amount of times that Johnson wasn't in these later seasons was horrible. And the fact that over 3 final seasons, I am right, aren't we? We only had Big Sue's in New Year's Eve.
Very possibly, yeah.
It's a goddamn shame. Why?
Okay.
Why? I mean, were they in other things?
I mean, Big Susan's getting married to a real royal, probably.
Yes, we know this.
Yeah.
I don't know when Sophie Winkleman did What About Dick, the Eric Idle radio play for Netflix.
Is it Patterson Joseph? Is that his name?
Patterson Joseph.
Yes. He was doing Mitchell and Webb Look as well at the same time. I was very bored scrolling down the National Theatre page. He was Scrooge in A Christmas Carol at National Theatre.
Oh, when?
The most recent one. The most recent time they did A Christmas Carol. And it looks fantastic. So I'm going to try and find it illegally somewhere.
Is it the one that they do at the Old Vic every Christmas?
Yeah, it was Old Vic. That was it.
Yeah.
Old Vic.
So not the National Theatre well. No. Don't give me that look. I don't want London theatre snobs to be commenting going, I'll have you know that the National Theatre hasn't been in the Old Vic building since 1976, when it went over to the South Bank with Samuel Beckett's Happy Days, which I'm sure somebody will.
Wow. As if, yeah.
Oh, God. What was I going to say? Have you got anything else to say about St. Hospitals? I guess Olivia Colman's funny in it.
Yeah.
That's another thing. How can a show make me not like Olivia Colman? It's not that I don't. No. It's not that. No. Not like. You know what I'm trying to say. Not like in the fact that she's a not likable character, but not like in the fact that I just don't like. I should be happy when she comes on, but I'm like, oh. And I think they could have pushed the drunk thing further in the later seasons, but we'll get to them. I don't have anything else to say about the hospital.
No, that's it.
My number, I've moved things around, but my number 4 is A Beautiful Mind.
I have A Beautiful Mind at number 1.
You should have said Punt, Will. You're giving things away.
Punt. Okay. Well, my next one up is The Nether Zone.
I have The Nether Zone at 3. Yeah.
Lovely.
You know what? Let's lock Nether Zone in at 4. Because that's where it's going to end up.
Well, so far, we've got my exact ranking, which I'm very
basically, there is no compromise. Nether Zone. Will.
Hello.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How could Jeremy get the pizza delivered if he didn't know the address?
Because he says he knows exactly what street they're on. And he said, I'll wave to you through the letterbox. And so the pizza guy must have just been walking up and down until he saw hands waving through the letterbox. If you listen to the effort that Bain and Armstrong put into writing this script, then you will have picked up on all of the little details.
Have you watched Succession yet, Will? Jesse Armstrong's latest effort. It keeps winning loads of awards.
I've asked this before. Were you ever a Fresh Meat fan?
No, hate Fresh Meat. That's the Jack Whitehall, isn't it? Can't stand Fresh Meat. Not funny in the slightest.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, like a lot of things. I don't like. I don't think Joe Thomas has been good in much of anything since In-Betweeners. No. Also, In-Betweeners. I've never rewatched In-Betweeners.
I loved it when it first came out. I do look at it now and go, that's a bit childish.
And then it's like, oh, that's the point. It is childish. Yeah. But also,
I was never that bad. It only took me until my university years when I started becoming that cringy.
And in our high school years, we didn't have any possibility of sexual relations with a woman.
But back to the Nether Zone. I think the saddest part about this episode is it is the last appearance of Ian Chapman.
Ian Chapman?
Baby Ian.
Oh. No, because we get little Ian. Oh,
Yeah,
Ian Chapman is in the dad.
As in the dad.
They don't have faces. He doesn't have a face
Sophie's
on his
dad.
IMDb.
Sophie's dad.
You know who else doesn't have a face on IMDb? Neil Fitzmaurice, and he's been in Phoenix Nights. That doesn't sound right. Yes, no, that is the travesty. The real travesty is that we didn't get another Sophie's Parents episode.
Yeah,
we should have had another.
Well, just after they, so not spoil anything, just after they decide, oh, let's try to give it another go. We have let's have a meeting at our house, and it all devolves around the living room. Oh, that would be good.
Especially not having. Who cares about Jeremy and Alice Fluck? Nobody cares about the threesome. We like April, though. I liked April.
We love April. April is my favourite mark.
Yeah. We'll get to season 9 eventually. Go on.
I'll very quickly just say this now.
Season 9 is a lesser season, isn't it?
Season 9's a lesser season.
Oh, you're going to say it's the best season?
Yeah. No, that's what I could say. It's just it's a complete cut-off reboot almost.
It's like, I guess it's weird because I'm watching them all in order. You watched them all, and then you still had season 9. Like you watched season 9 live? Did you say?
No, I watched them all.
Okay, so I don't think I noticed as big a jump as what you're describing, but yeah, I don't know.
What I would say, it seems like it should have ended at that last episode of Series 8. However, I'm really glad they brought April back. Yeah. But we've got a whole bumper episode. So
we do. Nether Zone, as bottle episodes go, it's certainly not my favourite. Do you have a favourite bottle episode that comes to mind?
I think we've had this conversation before. I haven't seen enough TV shows to really know.
You're a layman.
Is there a Doctor Who bottle episode somewhere?
Yeah, Midnight.
Midnight. Yeah, Midnight. One of the best episodes ever of Doctor Who.
Midnight is very good.
Yeah.
I guess you could call Blink a bottle. No, you couldn't.
No, it's an expensive episode.
Yeah. it's the David Tennant Goes on a Holiday episode. Do you have anything else to say about Nether Zone? We're sort of speeding through these. But
we've got a few gay sex gags.
The whole pizza thing just disgusted me more than anything.
Sure it did. Lined with piss. I bet you were happy. You don't do food.
I don't do food
nausea stuff.
I love Animal House. I hate the food fight. Food fights in general. What a terrible
I've never seen the point in the food fight, especially in like an American school cafeteria where the food you eat is literal shit.
Nice Rain Man reference. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, I thought it was a nice conceit for a bottle episode, but I had the shower thing. Again, I thought it could have been taken further. I thought the shower could have lasted longer, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe they should have called Johnson for help.
Yeah, that every episode would be significantly improved with Alan Johnson.
With Alan Johnson.
There's just no way around it. And then he's trying to get with Big Sue. Why? Are you
going to say what happened to Mark and Big Sue's?
Not Mark and Big Sue's. Whatever. Johnson and Big Sue's.
Yeah, I mean, I think she probably realised he treats women not very well. So
I've now watched all 9 seasons, and there is still not a better quote than she came over to give me a piece of her mind, but she gave me a piece of her ass.
Oh no, I think coming up in my second favourite Alan Johnson line is coming up in New Year's Eve.
Ooh. Where it's like, ooh, just let it go down. Watch
Yeah, he's like, and he grabs a drink and he just goes, downs it. He goes, "More for you, asshole."
yeah, great stuff. Great. He's great. Oh, why? And it's not a Joey thing. It's not a Joey thing, like
No.
giving Joey his own shows thing. Because we get more super hands, and it's really enjoyable. It infuriates me more than anything, William.
Okay.
I don't have anything left to say
No,
about.
well, it's locked in. I've got
It is
number
locked in.
3. At number 3, I've got seasonal beating.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's a pun.
Okay. Should we go for A Beautiful Mind then?
No, because that's your number one, and that's okay. So
Yeah.
let's go for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Because so New Year's Eve's your number one.
My number
No.
2. My number 2.
Season. Okay, that's my number 2 too. So
It's locked in then.
So by our terrible arbitrary rules, one of us is getting shafted. So let's talk about New Year's Eve. Great Johnson.
Oh, wonderful Johnson.
Great Johnson. Great Big Suze.
Great Jeff.
Great Jeff. Great Lights. Ooh, Yoko's been credited twice. Don't know why.
Yoko. I love how the character's called Yoko.
Here you go, Will.
Hello.
Dobby is wearing a costume of a film that we've previously done. What film?
She's wearing like a long raincoat. Is she not? So that would be from oh my God, give me a clue.
Clearly had an effect.
Give me a clue. Schindler's List. It's the red coat from Schindler's List.
No, she's being the dwarf from Don't Look Now.
She is. Oh my! I've never realised that.
Well, you hadn't seen Don't Look Now.
Yeah.
And she looks a bit like a dwarf, doesn't she?
Oh, poor Izzy.
Has Izzy Sooty been in
she
anything
did,
else?
She's in Man Down with Greg Davis, which I
love.
love.
Oh, right, yes. Okay. She was in Sarah Chong is Going to Kill Herself, a 15-minute short. Nothing else. Well, this episode is the only episode of Peep Show that features all of the 9 most reoccurring characters. Mark, Jeremy, Superhands, Sophie, Jeff, Dobby, Johnson, Big Suze, and around. And
it's a great episode for it.
I just love the conceit.
I also love the plot of it's a great idea. I love. Here's a question, Will's big question: what's happening inside Super Hans' party?
I think it'll be some. I always go. Have you seen the movie Cruising with Al Pacino?
No. Is that like Jay McDonald?
Jay McDonald cruising with Al Pacino.
I'm going round the Pacific. I had a buffet with Macaulay an hour ago.
Basically,
where can I go in the pools? Everywhere.
I would watch that. So
I would.
We could
watch
parody that,
but no end. I would watch it. This time you get to ask me about my business. Al, did you lie about your score on the shuffleboard? No. Apollonia, when is the mini disco open? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This could go on for a very, very long time, so I must stop myself. But the long and short of it, no, Al Pacino's Cruising is a baffling movie directed by William Friedkin about a killer killing people in the gay BDSM, S&M leather scene of the early 80s, and Al Pacino goes undercover in it, and it's insane.
Does he partake as a result of being undercover?
Well, that's the whole thing. He's like, oh, oh, I'm getting into it. And he's dancing in his leathers. It's a truly mad film. And
I think we should add it.
We should do
Let's
it. Yeah,
do it.
I do love cruising. And I also love
We
the
should-
film.
Let's bump it up. Let's do it soon as well.
Cruising next week. What is next week's episode after this? Schedule an episode.
We could do like a boat themed. I mean, we've done Titanic, but we could do boat that rocked, cruising, speed.
Cruising's not on a boat.
All right.
You think
Sorry.
he's on a gay BDSM boat? Where
Like a big
somebody's,
yacht?
you think it's death? It's death on the Nile.
Yeah.
There is a killer on the boat. There is a
I'm looking
killer.
forward for that. That's
By the time this comes out, you will have watched it.
wonderful.
4 months ago, actually.
Oh,
Because it has been bumped to December.
it's a Christmas one, yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Deep Water, the only film I'm bloody excited about this year, has also been bumped.
We've still got the hope of June to look forward to.
Yes, and at time of recording, No Time to Die hasn't been pushed. We should still technically be getting No Time to Die in a couple of months.
I keep telling myself the next time I go to the cinema will be to see Bond. I don't go that often. It's quite expensive.
the rarity. Get an unlimited card and then.
I knew you'd say that. I don't go enough to.
Okay. Well, no, but if you get an unlimited card, then you will go enough, won't you? That's the point. It's not a Nietzschean riddle.
Okay.
Speaking of Nietzsche,
Oh, here we are. That was good.
I pride myself on my Nietzsche references. Okay. Well, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to talk about seasonal beatings for a minute because I need to convince you that for it to be our number one. Because one of these episodes is number one and one of them is number 3. So I'm going to set my timer now. Okay. So I'm setting it for a minute. And then you'll get a minute on A Beautiful Mind. Here we go. There's not a goddamn way that this isn't being ranked as number one. This is by far the best episode of the show. Apart from a shoddy final gag that doesn't really work with the ham.
Yeah.
I thought this was great. The fact the nymphomaniac mother, the charades game's excellent. Dobby wasn't insufferable for it, and I was happy when she was forced to leave. Hans is wonderful in it. Everybody is at their peak, and who doesn't love a Christmas episode? It reminds me of the joys of Christmas. And in the current climate and the terrible state we're all in. Welcome to BBC 4. Ooh. Stop stealing my time. Pause. 5. Right. 1 minute. I'm going to count 5 seconds, then I'm going to start again. The only problem with the episode is that Dan and Pam Corrigan are such good characters that you want them to be in it more. But the fact that we only get them for this time is what makes it so great.
Is that By the Sea?
By the sea,
seaside.
Mr. Todd, do I know your love? Do you with me, Mr. Todd?
Oh, that's a fun fact. Just one of our freshers yesterday, we had our SUPAS meet and greet committee. We talked about funny stories, and they love it. And during By the Sea, they accidentally set off the chair. There's quite a. There was lots of people were Sweeney or love it, and I'm sat here thinking, "Fuck you."
Oh. In the last episode, Will, you talked about how you wouldn't swear on the show, but your great hatred of never being able to play Sweeney Todd has brought this out of you.
It really is.
Is a question. No, that'll be. I'm not allowing myself to do a Sweeney Todd tangent because we're going to be here forever. Seasonal beatings. We'll get to your 1 minute declaration.
I'm very happy to sacrifice my minute because you loving seasonal beatings alone is good enough for me to put it at the top spot.
Okay, well, let's lock that in then. Will, this is the only episode of Peep Show to take place entirely inside the flat.
Yes.
With the episodes The Test and The Party Although the majority of the episode is inside the flat, they did feature at least one scene outside the flat. Interesting. Not really. Okay, so we do have our final ranking, and we'll get to them eventually. But let's talk about seasonal greetings.
Let's talk about.
Is this your favourite Christmas special of all time, then?
It's probably really up there, you know. I love this episode.
Yeah.
Are you saying out right now that this is your favourite episode of Peep Show?
No.
Okay.
I think
We'll say that.
I think
It's
mentioning something again reminded me. It's like Barry Manilow. You remind me. My life is a shell. I did start off. I have the exact same complaints that I always do with all of these episodes. Is that the concept of Mark's mother being an absolute nymphomaniac, comes out of absolutely nowhere and isn't justified in any possible way. However, it's startlingly funny. Whole
I think that's why it's funny. Yeah.
I laughed out loud when she charaded and said Emmanuel.
She just knows it.
Emmanuel. Very much enjoyed that. And the whole aesthetic of Jeremy cooking with a glass of wine but coming in and stealing the charade is, I dare say, as the kids would say, a big vibe. Would the kids say a big vibe?
I'd say it's more of a mood. It's a mood. That's a mood.
That's a mood, not a vibe. We need to have legislation on this. What's a mood? What's a vibe? I liked that Superhands just wasn't insane, and that I think you talked about this straight away in season 1, didn't you? That people's love of Superhands. People then return to season 1, and they're like, I'm not trying to quit smoking, by the way. I'm just very OCD. That's why I'm flicking this. But I am trying to get over a raging heroin addiction now. But Hans, yes, is a lot more subdued in these later seasons, and is more enjoyable for it.
Yeah, he's more refined. I think that's a good word.
Indeed. Dan Corrigan, suitably villainous.
You see as well. You mentioned that he doesn't appear in any other episodes, but the build-up
they appear
to meet
in the
Dan,
wedding, don't they?
Yeah, and also
but it's not them.
Yeah, but it's also in the episode where he's drinking in the park and he's on his phone to his dad, and just by that phone call you can tell he's terrified of his dad, and his dad's a dick, and that payoff is, I love it. It's great.
Yes, and it's a shame. In a way, it's not a shame that we get this nice concentrated little episode with them. But
lovely Ratatouille, little. I love Ratatouille. Christmas movie. I think that's a good little chirp up from Hans. I like that.
The chicken run gag is very funny.
Yes.
Also express is Kustra. It's a book by Nietzsche. Well, try. No, I don't know how. I was going to say try and charade that, but there's no way you can. I don't even.
You can't. That's why he does chicken run.
Is that the English? Is that the one with where the English translation is between good and evil? Because that I could do between good and evil.
I could do
Agadoo. This is true. What's your favourite Black Lace song, Will? Is it Agadoo, Conga, or Gangbang?
I've not heard Gangbang.
You've never heard Gangbang?
No.
Have you never watched Rita Sue and Bob 2?
No.
Famous Yorkshire movie.
About a
teacher about a teacher who has it off with two of his students. When's it my turn? When they're having it off in back at car. And anyway, Black Lace have a song in it called Gangbang, and the lyrics include such gems as 1 minute, this is too good for you not to. I can't believe you've never heard Gangbang before.
Yeah.
Did you? This also means that you didn't read the rest of the scripts I sent you, because that featured.
What, in tributes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Apparently, there's a song by Madonna called Gangbang, which has the lyric. These are great. Then we'll get to Black Lace. Like a bitch out of order, like a bat out of hell.
Like a fish out of water, I'm scared, can't you tell? Bang, 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 bang. I thought you were good, but you painted me bad. Compared to the others, you're the best I think I've had. Bang, bang, shot you dead. Bang, bang, shot you dead. Bitch out of order, bat out of hell, fish out of water. Yeah, this is... You have to die for me, baby. That's right. You have to die for me, baby. It's not as good as Gang Bang Black Lace, which features these lyrics. Here we are. Are you ready? Well, you're going to guess for me what the next line is.
Oh.
We're having a gang bang. We're having a ball. We're having a gang bang.
With the mall, something like
Against the wall. We'd like you to join us. It's part of the fun. Oh, a gangbang is the thing to do. But
one.
It takes more than one. A gangbang is a game we play. It's something of a joke. It's lots of hokey pokey, less hoax and lots of pokes. It livens up the night. It's better when you're crowded and when you're
feeling blue,
packed in tight. Now the action's taking place. I'm ready for my fill. It's up to expectations and it's going further still. But don't be greedy, share it out. It's time to try some more. So find a friend and play the game. That's what a gangbang's for. Oh, God. And that's our heritage in our local area.
What film did you say that's from? Cruising.
Rita. Upcoming episodes, Rita Sue and Bob 2 and Cruising. The movie that... We should do Cruising back to back with the Village People movie, Can't Stop the Music, because Cruising was picketed by LGBT activists at the time, saying it was like, not all of us are serial killers, but they kept picketing the wrong movie because they kept picketing Can't Stop the Music because they were both very, let's say, gay movies, so lots of large crowds of men in the extras. And they kept picketing Can't Stop the Music because they kept getting the wrong movie.
Oh, all Village People.
For the Village People. Yeah, Cruising didn't have a Ben and Jerry's flavour to go along with the film called You Can't Stop the Nuts. You Can't Stop the Music, kid. Did. Will, have you got anything left to say about seasonal beatings?
Cauliflower is traditional. That's an aggressive.
That was
aggressive
funny.
one.
I know that that's the meme.
It's fun to shout at someone. That and You What No Turkey. Did you enjoy that one? The best bit about that is the payoff of Jeremy going, I did get a turkey. It's an organic turkey.
Yeah, that was.
I was researching it.
I've noticed. I like all the bits where Jeremy's not his character. Like when he's really. I know that you say that that's one of the episodes people hate, but where he was really mean to his mum, but like obscenely mean to his mum, and he was like, "Hucky, hurry, uppy," and then this, where he just loved Christmas. I was like, "Oh, this is great."
That's Christmas. Oh, I like that. What when they're both in bed? What happens if our feet touch? We fuck. Obviously, I love that line.
And and Mark being a terrible gift buyer.
Yeah.
I'd say gift buyer,
no.
Will?
I think we both pride ourselves on buying really good gifts, but not as in expensive, but the meaningful, the best ones.
Well, no, you do both, don't you? You do a lot. You do a lot of meaningful little ones.
And in case that doesn't work,
and then they still leave you. Oh, it's great. Well, have you anything left to say about seasonal beatings?
No.
Well,
it's.
Let's give you your minute anyway. Tell me why Beautiful Mind is your number one.
Yeah. Right, let's do this. I think this is really good. I really love the whole Mexican restaurant. The guy who turns up. You think he's poor, he's homeless, and then he has the whole and then he turns up at the Mexican restaurant, and Mark pisses in the soup. I love that.
Yeah.
And then the whole Wuthering Heights book club. I love that. I feel so good for Mark in that moment. That's the highest he's ever been.
This is about sex. It's not about love. It's about animal passion. What a knob.
Oh, yeah.
What an absolute
let's take a short while just to talk about how intolerable Ben is.
I think
He's got small man syndrome. That's what it is.
He's got small man syndrome. He's got cokehead syndrome. He's a fucking knob. Oh, look at me. I'm a fucking cokehead. I'm so cool. Yeah. What is it? Napoleonic complex? That's the official term.
Oh.
If we're going to get psychiatric, let's get psychiatric. Ator protected. Ha ha ha. Gets that later. Yeah, again, I thought it was fine. It's the such. It shouldn't be over. How many episodes is it? 54. It shouldn't be that. Yeah, 54 episodes. It shouldn't be that there are 2 memorable episodes every season.
Yeah, I would agree.
But that's the way it is. And then every time it's like, oh, 2 memorable episodes, and the rest are sort of fine and sort of unmemorable. Yeah, so I doesn't it? Yeah. What can I say? I don't have much to say about A Beautiful Mind, but I do. We have locked in our rankings.
Yeah. We also haven't done our little thing that we do where we talk about other parts. Yeah.
Okay. So what do we have? Top guest star.
Guest star, I've gone for Zara. Zara's great.
Over Pam and Dan.
Over Pam and Dan. Okay, we'll do Pam and Dan.
It's just not a question, really. Well, I'm sorry about that one. What are the other categories?
Best Mark story. I quite like his reaction to the baby. I think for Mark, that's good. Jeremy, I've put trying to do the head of the label thing with the whole Zoot Suits.
Yeah,
I like that.
But I also like. I think I just like the concept of Jeremy loving Christmas.
Yeah, he is a child. Yeah.
He's a very small child.
Yeah. Oh, we've yet to mention my favourite line of the series and possibly of all time in Peep Show. My favourite Superhands moment. Anyway, it's the bit where he stops drugs and he starts running, and he accidentally runs to Windsor.
That's your favourite part of Peep Show ever.
It's one of my favourite Superhands bits. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah. Best non-spoken line, I've gone, come on, bladder, please let me piss in the sauce. It's a good one.
Don't know.
Okay.
Best spoken line would be Johnson in New Year's Eve, would be when he's talking about drinking and how much he enjoys drinking. And then
I'm not gonna drink it, Mark. Just gonna smell it.
Yeah. He's the best without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
Will, are you comfortable to leave season 7 behind
you read
us?
that out. Read out our ranking while I put a hoodie on.
See episode 6, hospitals. No, sorry. Number 6, Satan Hospitals. Number 5, Manjam. Number 4, Nether Zone. Number 3, A Beautiful Mind. Number 2, New Year's Eve. Number 1, Seasonal Beatings. We now move on to season 8. Will has fully jumped himself.
Well, cozy now.
More cozy. Well, why don't you kick us off with your what's your 6 in season 7?
My 6 for season 8.
That's what I mean.
Yes. I've gone for Business Secrets of the Pharaohs.
Oh, that's a punt. But again, it's not a punt. I'll accept defeat immediately. They're all so.
Series 8 is. I don't enjoy Series 8. It's got its good moments, but it's.
I just have such a tepid, like, oh, I just have no urge to fight for any of these. My number 6 is Quantucking 2.
I've got Quantucking 2 at 5. That's,
okay, so we can lock that in at 6 then. 1 minute, Quantucking. You talk about that for a second whilst I fill in.
This has got another little scene that I often quote with the likes of uni mates. It's the because obviously me and Harry are not big football followers. In fact, we have no idea what happens in the football. And so we often say, "Oh, I'm going to kick it right into your goal hole," stuff like that. I like that. The whole
that was quite a funny.
The whole Mark trying to stop all of that is the best bit. All of the Dobby stuff at the end, I couldn't care less about. However, I think my favourite part of this episode is when Jerry moves in to Hans's with all the snakes, and he says, "There's snakes in here," and then Hans goes, "Yes, there is. If you'll stop going on about it for 1 single minute," something like that.
I didn't like that because I famously hate snakes.
You don't like snakes. That's very true.
I hate snakes, which I enjoyed the snake in Ball Party. What's that called? The Kid Zone.
Yeah.
Kid Cave, because you didn't get to see the snake. So I could enjoy the comedy of the snake. Wasted Matthew Bainton.
Yes, we love Matthew Bainton.
We're both big Horrible Histories fans. We're both even big Wrong Man's fans. I enjoy.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Ghosts? Is that any good?
I love Ghosts. I haven't started the new series yet, but I'm a big Ghosts fan.
Group of spirits relentlessly squabble in an abandoned country home. Yeah, it looks all the clips I've seen are quite funny.
Yeah.
He was it. Tell you what he was in that was great. Did you ever watch Urban Myths? That's Sky Arts.
Oh, about the celeb story stuff.
Yeah, he was in a really good one called Princess Diana, Freddie Mercury, and Kenny Everett. Where because apparently those three were like friends, but they would always have to be inside, and they were the urban myth is that they dressed her up like a normal person and took her out for the night, because obviously Freddie and Kenny would party all the time. And that's the urban myth. And that was a lovely little episode. They're all standalone, and he did a very good Kenny Everett. Oh, in the best possible taste. Lovely Kenny. Such a flat episode.
Yeah, it's not the best.
I like the pushing on the electric.
The electric,
fence.
yeah, that's good. But I think the send off, the sudden disappearance of Dobby, don't like that. Don't like the text. I think it's a very rushed ending, and I don't think it gives justice for all of the build up to this. Yeah. It does annoy me, this episode.
That's another reason I hate Jeremy. Why can't? I mean, it's not that I want Mark to be with Dobby, because I don't. But why does Jeremy have to love Dobby? Why? Why can't Mark just have one bloody thing? Yeah, and I was going to say after the greatness of first Quantucking, but actually Quantucking is one that I do remember. The final 10 minutes out in the dark and them being lost.
The strange couple.
And when he drinks the whiskey and he's like, why do people like whiskey?
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense because...
I love whiskey.
No, because he likes cognac and he likes brandy.
You've got Super Hans trying to go cold turkey. I like that.
Yeah. Infinitely better than Quantucking 2.
Oh, I think everyone would agree with you.
Yeah. Which leads us to my number 5, Chairman Mark.
I've got that at 4.
Okay. So we won't lock that in just yet.
Okay.
Another flaccid episode.
I like the B speech.
The analogy, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the name Chairman Mark.
Yeah.
I love a good Chairman Mao reference. I like the board. Jonathan Harris, who has been in.
Yeah. Gail again. And the confused woman.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah.
It's got its moments. It's certainly got its moments. But it's another.
Is that confused woman the same one who's a cock muncher in episode 1?
What's her name? Do we know? Is it?
Don't know.
Mo Gatland. Or is it Sarah Corrigan? No, it's Mo. It's,
Sarah Corrigan is the character.
Yes, I know. Yeah. So it's Jiggy Bore.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like an old lady name. Are we
like
right?
A porn name.
Okay, must be her then. Let's see if she was in Peep Show. No, she's just in Chairman Mark.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just confused. All old people look the same. That was my bad.
What's Jeremy's plot here? Having taken all of his chairs, Mark hosts the Residents Association. Oh, right, so it's that chair thing.
Yeah, no, it's not. Chairman.
Don't give it any more credit than it deserves.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about this episode. It's not best.
Jeremy therapized is my number 4.
I've got that's a punt. That's a punt.
Okay, so you're getting it now as well.
Wait,
no, this is the funeral.
Yeah,
okay,
Jerry therapized is Gerard's dead. Gerard died of flu.
All right, well, I'll swap those. Right, my number 4 is Business Secrets of the Pharaohs.
Well, I've got that at 6, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy to lock that in it. No, we won't do any locking in yet.
No.
We're getting ahead of ourselves because season 7 was such a surefire season of locks.
Yeah. The publisher guy, he's Toast, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's Clem Fandango's friend.
Yeah.
Who gets the
Hi,
sex,
Mark.
change.
Hi. Just talking here. And I like the bit where he broke the microwave on purpose. That's a review.
Yeah.
The fuck. Alan's wedding speech was great. Funeral.
I've got the whole speech ready here for best line.
Shoot.
Hi guys, my first memory of this great little guy in the big old box here was when Gerard's cheeky little face poked around my door at JLB. He was sniffing around for a raise that, given what I don't think anyone will mind me saying, were his very limited attributes, was bloody outrageous. Look, nothing can make today all right, but maybe we can take some comfort from the brutal reality that the weak must make way for the strong. Evolution marches on. The scythe is remorseless. I hope the scythe's remorseless swing can bring some comfort to you all. Okay.
Great stuff.
It's great.
And then Mark rushing through his speech. This is a fine episode.
I love the hi. Hi, Mr. Grayson. Pleased to meet you. Hi. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Robert Grayson. Are you Robert Grayson? No. I like that little.
But it was so painfully obvious. There was just not a single way that wasn't going to end that way as soon as he did the whole hand thing.
I like it.
Yes. I guess rather simple when it comes to humor. How cruel of me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. What's the rest of the episode? Oh, it's the fact that he thinks that he's trying to steal her. But he's not. He's actually going to die. I very much enjoyed the shock. I didn't enjoy the fact that we lost Jim Howick, whose IMDb picture is his Boy Scout from Ghosts. Is he a Boy Scout or is he a Boy Scout leader?
He's a leader. He's a very Yorkshire leader. He's a bit,
he's a bit, Apparently, he was in the 2004 Hellboy movie as Captain Matlin. He's in Sex Education.
Yes, he's very good in Sex Education.
Do you watch Sex Education, Will?
I got into it over lockdown. Didn't think, because I've never been an Asa Butterfield fan. No. But I enjoy it very much. Gillian Anderson is phenomenal as always.
Gillian Anderson is always phenomenal. I can't stand the show. Can't fucking stand the thing.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. So insufferable. So, oh God.
Let me
Not
tell you what
funny.
a blowjob is.
Not funny. Who knows? Maybe after the next 3 episodes, maybe after the first 3 episodes, it's not absolutely intolerable to watch. Who knows? I don't.
Okay.
But I do love Gillian Anderson.
Yes.
Who doesn't? Oh God. Dana Scully, what a woman.
Oh.
I don't have
Yeah,
anything else to say about Jerry Thorpe as well.
But I think we've said some good things. I do. Oh, yeah. We've also got him going to the therapist and him getting intimidated and then going to have
the
curry
title. The
Yeah.
entire title. Yes, him going for the curry, but then enjoying the therapy. Not right. It doesn't need to be 9 seasons. They're just literally reusing plots now, and not as funny. This isn't as funny as Mark having to go to therapy. They are literally reusing entire plots to a lesser comedic effect.
Okay.
That's true, though. That's just that's a fact. That's not
Try
even
the lamb pasanda. It's incredibly rich and creamy.
It made me want a curry. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
When we get
Season 7, maybe want a KFC. Season 8, maybe want a curry.
What we're learning is that I don't think it's Peep Show. It's a terrible diet. Love Bunker. Oh no, Business Secrets of the Pharaohs is my number 4. Let's talk about that. I mean, again, wait, no, did we talk about Business Secrets?
We've talked about it. Yeah,
that's how memorable these episodes are.
Yeah.
Well, Love Bunker is my number 2.
I've got Love Bunker at number 2 too.
Oh, lock it in. Which means we have the same number 1.
No.
Don't we? Big Mad Andy.
No, I've got Big Man Andy at number 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening anymore. Let's talk about Love Bunker.
Let's talk about Love Bunker. Golden Snitch. Like that. I like I think the best scene in this is them doing the short straw.
Mm. It is like in the last season of Mad Men, there comes a point and they go, wait a minute, who hasn't had a scene like an episode together? And there's a great episode with Peggy and Roger, and it's just wonderful. And I feel like they sort of had that sort of thing with Mark and Hans.
Mark and Super, yeah.
And they were like, let's give them some time. And seeing as they are the 2 best characters, no, they're not. But as soon as
two of the 3 best characters.
Yeah. If Johnson was on this party, that'd be good. But the diluted patterns.
Yeah, I like the whole I've been bored ever since 9/11 conversation.
Yeah, there's like nowhere else to go. Where do we sit on? I guess this has more to do with our own relationship politics. Where do we sit on the whole Simon and Dobby thing? Where a bit too friendly, bit too.
No, it doesn't work.
What's the suicide? And then there's the her suicidal brother as well.
Good about that. I'd say I'd take back my short straw, and I'd say the best part about this episode is the game where the music game, and he's like hot potato. Stop saying hot potato, hot potato.
Yeah. Snow Patrol.
The Beatles, famously a 4-piece. Bit of trivia there. I love that.
Yeah.
Famous for stealing our music. Oh, what about the Ramsgate blowjob? Oh, Lily Allen. That's a good one.
Is that a commonly questioned at these Peep Show quizzes? Shoot me. Here you go, Will. Shoot me some Peep Show trivia now. Because season 7's a bit of a dud, let's be honest. And this is thankfully, this is the last time we will talk about it.
I'll give you a niche, a quick, 15 questions, fire them away.
Okay, go.
Yeah. What of these do Jez and Superhands not use to get high at Life 08? Head rush, snorting spearmint polos, nutmeg and banana peel, or downing Coca-Cola?
Okay, this was a bad idea. I thought that I would know a few things, but I don't think I will. Snorting spearmint.
Yeah, well done, because that doesn't, downing Coke doesn't either.
Gives you a sugar rush.
Yeah. Who is John Julius Norwich? Mark's uni tutor at Dartmouth, the author of A History of Byzantine Church, the CEO of JLB Credit, or the guy, there's a picture. Oh, it's not Angus. It's not Angus.
Yeah, no, Angus is the author of the Byzantine Church.
Yes.
Or rather, he's not the author.
Yeah.
Well,
stop. I want to stop now. I would like to stop.
Was it Peter Capaldi?
No, it was the author of the Byzantine Church.
Did you know that?
Yeah, because it's the only credible book we have on the Byzantine Church.
Will, do you have anything else to say about the Love Bunker?
I very much enjoy it. I think that game alone is a fun scene.
Yeah. Can you just imagine though if it wasn't 9 seasons and it was like a nice
15. 5. I think a good type 6. I'll give it 6.
Okay. I'd have to see it though, but I don't want to see it.
Okay. I'll write it for you. Well, you need to come and watch Peep Show the musical next year.
Yes. Well, hopefully. Yes, it's
Yes.
on. You know what? It'll be terrible though. Sitting with people who are all like, and they're laughing at every single Peep Show reference.
Didn't you just? Maybe you have to like Peep Show. Maybe you have to like Peep Show to enjoy the musical. I loved it, and I'm not usually a fan of Peep Show. These are great references. Why don't you do an IT Crowd musical? I'll watch that. I mean, I'll have to watch the Peep Show thing. Anyway, Big Mad Andy, you say that he's the quizmaster?
Yeah, he goes round because he doesn't really do anything else. Well,
He was a warden in White Gold, season 2, episode 3.
Oh, I love White Gold. He now goes around all the student places and he hosts all the big Man Andy quizzes. So he goes to like Leadmill and places like that.
Have you been to one?
I haven't yet. I want to. Next time he's up, which won't be.
He has been in 4 different episodes of The Bill, where he's played 4 different characters. In 2000, he played Trev in Meltdown Part 2. In 2002, he played Jem Thompson in Countdown. In 2004, he played Paul in Running with Scissors. And in 2009, he played Carl Gibbs in Got You Wrong. I never knew that the Bill episodes were named. Yeah, no, this is a funny. I like the whole Jeremy being a life coach thing. I think that's relatively fun. I like the admittance of cheap paints. I like the punching, punch me. That's all very funny.
Yeah.
All in all, it's a fine episode. I don't know what. It's the fact that this is my number one, just.
And it shouldn't be. I think you're going to put Jeremy Therapies or the love at number 1.
I'll put Jeremy Therapies now. At number 1. You're right, and I'm glad that you agree.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they named it Big Bad Andy, because that's the only good gag in the episode.
Do you? So you never skip on a rewatch. You never skip anything.
I would never skip an episode. No. Because I don't really watch it per se anymore. Well, I might sometimes, but I'll have it on in the background, and it's a story that follows on. But as a big fan now, well, I've always been a fan. There are tiny moments in all the episodes, as you've said before, where I do go, "Oh." So I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
But I think we can get rid of season 7.
We have season 7 is the worst season, unless you want to say
I mean
1.
8. I keep saying
8.
7.
Yeah.
So at 6 we have locked in Corn Talking Part 2.
Yeah.
Then we have number 1 Jeremy Therapise, number 2 Love
Yep.
Bunker, 3, 4, and 5 we have 3. We have Free.
Yeah.
What we got? Chairman Mark, Big Man Andy, Business Secrets of the Pharaohs.
I'd like to put Business Secrets lower.
Okay, then we'll put that at 5. I don't care.
Right. Let's do Big Man and Andy.
Yeah,
Higher,
number
because you
3.
have that higher. Yeah.
And then Chairman Mark. Okay, our rankings
Here we go.
for number season 8: Quantucking 2, Business Secrets of the Pharaohs, Chairman Mark, Big Mad Andy, Love Bunker, Jeremy Therapized. Well, I enjoyed your little opinion on season 8. What's your overall opinion on season 9?
Yeah, I do enjoy season 9 because, of course, we get a bit more Johnson.
Only a touch.
Only a touch.
I think nowhere near enough.
I love the whole. This is great for Mark season 9. I love the whole April Angus.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of the
threesome.
whole the threesome storyline.
No. It's because it's not funny for a start.
Yeah. But let's kick it off. Let's go for it. And I think I'll kick it off.
Okay.
I'm going to say episode. I'm going to say my least favorite episode, number 6, is episode 6. Are we going to be all right?
Oh my God! What a hot take. No, that's a punt. That is a punt for me.
Oh.
I have at number 6 mole mapping.
I've got that at 4.
Okay, let's talk about that then.
Let's talk about mole mapping.
Again, everything is fine. This is like, it reminds me of when I watched Girl on the Train. I just can't stand mediocreness.
Don't say. I think Peep Show is better than Girl on the Train movie.
Let the record show.
Come on.
Yeah, and I guess I do too. But also, I don't. It's just got that same blandness.
I thought you'd enjoy this episode because they played tennis.
But in the ranking of tennis scenes, it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near Strength.
The bank robber.
Or Annie Hall.
Or
Squid and the Whale.
The best thing about this is the bank robber, and
I was going to say the worst part of this is the bank robber.
Oh no, but the reaction when they're in the coffee shop and Johnson comes and tells them off. I quite like that.
Yeah, no, I thought the bank robber bit was a bit. I wish they'd taken it all the way. I wish he was.
Yeah, I wish he was a bank robber. Yeah,
bit of something more interesting, maybe. Wild idea, I know, but maybe something a bit more.
Yeah, because then you'd put Mark in danger, and he would be like, "Don't shoot me, shoot Jeff," something like that.
Yeah, kill Jeff. Why do we? Just kill him.
Kill Jeff.
No,
I love Jeff.
Yeah, I guess. My balls are black and blue. I have beaten them with a mallet. What sport am I playing? You know what that is, Will? It's a funny joke from a show that uses its 25 minutes well.
Are you trying to tell me that the character Alan Partridge is better than Peep Show? I think that's very, very
I think you'll find, Will, that I was quoting Phoenix Nights.
Oh, is it not? I do apologise.
And I was quoting Ray Vaughn, played by Neil Fitzmaurice.
You're doing a Partridge impression.
No, I was doing when he does the quiz. And it's like, name the Magnificent Seven. And it cuts to Peter Kay and Paddy McGuinness, Bronson, McQueen. And then it cuts to 3 idiots and it's Dopey, Sleepy, Doc, we've shitten. Incredible. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. I was talking about a better show and enjoying myself for a moment. Let's get back to mole mapping. And I will completely accept that I am the minority on Peep Show. I was grilled. I was shooting a film, a play, whatever. The entire cast and crew ripped into me. And
Good.
yeah, and it's just not. And then they were all basically trying to say, yeah, but it's not laugh out loud. I was like, what? So your argument for for why this comedy show is good is that it's not meant to be laugh out loud funny. It's just meant to be mildly amusing. That's not an argument for a comedy show. If I want to be mildly amused, I'll tickle my balls. And then and then they were like, it's an indictment of toxic masculinity. I was like, yeah, I guess, like, that's a funny aspect. That's an aspect to it, but you don't want your half-hour comedy show for an indictment on toxic masculinity. You can just pretend to your friends that you've watched Fleabag and that you mildly enjoyed it for that.
I watched Enola Holmes the other day.
Oh God, how was that?
Which I would say is a disgrace for women's suffrage. It really is. It's trying so hard to be representative that it just misses the mark, and it's as if like a really sexist guy has written it, and he's trying to prove himself by saying, yeah, she doesn't conform to social constructs, so she dresses as a man, and it's just so bad.
I rewatched the wonderful, terribly bad movie Disclosure the other day with Michael Douglas and Demi Moore, which is the exact same thing, where she sexually harasses him, and the whole movie is like, wait, is the point of this movie supposed to be? And this is the 90s. This isn't like some little small indie film.
Yeah.
This is the biggest movie of 1994 with two of the biggest stars, Barry Levinson hot off directing Rain Man, and Michael Crichton hot off Jurassic Park. And it's like, yeah, men can be raped too. And it's the most, and then there's a bit in this court speech where Demi Moore has this outrageous speech where it's like, yeah, women just have to lay down and take it, don't they? And it's like this guy who's like, look at me, I'm writing the best. This is what all women actually think, isn't it? And it's very, very funny. Upcoming episodes: Disclosure, Cruising, Rita Sue and Bob 2. Threesome is my 5. We've touched on this, that we don't necessarily enjoy the threesome aspect.
I have threesome as 2.
Oh, do you? Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I love the dinner party.
Yeah. But again, I love everything with Mark, and then it's just all this Jeremy threesome business that just completely ruins it.
There's a great YouTube channel that I love called Binging with Babish, where he recreates meals from different TV shows and movies. Like, he's done all like the Goodfellas stuff. And he made the Moroccan pasta. Made the Moroccan pasta. It's great. It's great.
Did it taste all right?
So what he does is he recreates it as closely as he can to the episode or the movie.
Yeah.
And then he tries to make it edible. So he does it. He puts his own spin, and it looks all right in the end. Yeah.
Does he have a rum, water, and lettuce cocktail?
He doesn't.
Oh, he's half-arsed it then, hasn't he?
I think they should have taken the Indiana Jones joke further with the blinking.
Yeah, that was very funny. He should have had his eyes over the whole.
I do like that one. Yeah. And then he turns around and is like, "Here we go, blink now," and then that's it for the rest of the night.
Sweet blinking. Is this our first episode of Carrie Ad Lloyd as Megan?
No, she appears in
episode,
William Morris, where Superhands is screaming, "I just want to fucking suck."
Yeah, and she is obviously famous to us for playing Alice Fluck in This Time with Alan Partridge.
Also,
Alice
I knew her
Blunt.
before that.
Sorry? No, it's Alice Blunt.
She's
I see what I did there. Yep. Okay. Hygiene.
from I love Hygiene. That's great. And oh, creamy.
Nice
No, she's
guy.
from the what's it called? The detective show on what was on BBC Three.
Leondine.
No, it's Lee and Dean's great.
Murder in
Successville.
Successville.
Yeah, I love that show.
Was that funny?
It's great. It's really good.
She played Hillary Clinton and Angela Merkel and Claudia Winkleman. Wasn't this the one where it was like semi-improv and they'd pull
a Z-list celebrity? But it's hilarious.
Let's have a look at some of these celebrities. We've got Reggie Yates as himself, Martin Kemp, Lorraine Kelly, Paul Whitehouse, not as his guest, but as Len Goodman.
Yeah.
Kevin Bishop as John Bishop. When did Kevin Bishop come back? Oh, he was in Porridge, wasn't he? They remade Porridge with him, yeah.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, you a big Porridge fan, Will?
I love Porridge.
Yeah. What about TV show Porridge?
Yeah, the Ronnie. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ronnie.
Yeah.
The Ronnie. They're 8-2.
The Ronnie.
Angus Wright, played by Angus Maynard. No, Angus Maynard, played by Angus Wright. April really does have some actual
problems.
No. She has some actual. Oh, look at me having an orgasm.
Yeah.
In this season, she actually has some full blown. I'm going to talk like this. Oh, me having an orgasm.
When you laugh, I can see your skull.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny? Great stuff. Better show. But the long and short of it, the long and short of it is, of course, that. Have you watched Sally Forever, the new Julia Davis thing?
No.
It's got Felicity Montague in it. Lynn. One of the best reveals in recent memory was
she's stealing your jokes, Alan. She's stealing your jokes. Say that again.
Yeah. Don't want to look like a jumble sale. And she looks like Carol. She's like Carol Thatcher. And then the fact that he uses that again, she's like Carol Thatcher. Great stuff. But again, we're getting too excited over a better show. Threesome. The dinner scene's great.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's all that's great about it. William Morris Shears is my number 4.
Punt.
This is a real shambles of a ranking this time. I very much enjoy Tim Key. Speaking of this time, Sidekick Simon, doon, Sidekick Simon, which you haven't seen yet.
No.
Do you want to be in my gang? Not anymore, Gary. Hide your babies. It's what do they call hide your baby cubs? It's seal. Mummy P's push Daddy P too far. It's the Black Eyed Peas. Some great stuff. So band names that we want. We've got William in Sheffield who wants a crowded house. Oh, that's a bit sad. And we've got Jane in Blackpool. We've got Jared in Blackpool, and he wants a thin Lizzie, and that goes out to his wife Elizabeth. Some great shit, Will. But back to the William Morris. Yes.
Yeah, I love William Morris Shears. I think the whole Yeah, all of the Tim
Carry
stuff
the
is
sleeping bag.
great. Yeah, that's good. The reveal of Johnson is refreshing. Yeah, no, I really enjoy it.
Sausage dug on your dick.
I got a thing up today. It looks like some dog shit. It says that it was your Seals record.
Dobby, immediately just sort of tossed aside. I know that we were talking about how much I do. The lack of continuity between seasons is annoying.
I love the whole juice bar opening. I think that's great, and how they're waiting for it to devolve, and then Super Hands singing in the toilets is great.
This is Super Hands going clean, and then
I
love Craig. What does he sing?
I just wanna suck and fuck.
That's it.
I love cocaine.
That's it. I love cocaine.
I love how it's like, head to a few of my favourite Pretz, a few more juices. It's just very Super.
You enjoy a Pret a Manger, don't you?
I got hooked on Pret when I went down to London a couple of months.
This show is so perfect for you because all of the little references are so ideal for you. And you thought that they would be for me, but they are.
It's relatable for me because I've lived a real life.
What do you mean a real life? Are you saying that because I go to a drama school, I don't live a real life?
Yeah.
William.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Will, when I'm on the dole and you've got a lovely house and a great mortgage, we'll see who's laughing then. All that podcast money, we'll finally cash in. Yes, again though, I think it just tends to stupidity, Will.
Okay.
The sleeping bag, it's a step too far. There's no tone. There's no consistency of tone. That's my biggest thing in a show. It's consistency of tone.
Okay.
I can't wait for just. I like it. If a show is slightly absurd, it needs to be slightly absurd the whole way through. Big Mouth, I can't stand because it always changes its bloody thing. I enjoyed the Disclosure, the musical episode, because I like Disclosure, and I got all of the niche Disclosure references. But because I love Michael Douglas, at time of recording, it's Michael Douglas's birthday. We would like to publicly announce on the show, happy birthday wishes to Michael Douglas. Will, what's your favourite Michael Douglas film?
Ant-Man.
Okay.
I like Falling Down.
Yes, you do like that.
It's my favourite.
Yes, but does Falling Down have the line, I don't know how many times I juked up as a kid, but it was probably a lot. No, it doesn't. Basic Instinct, best Michael Douglas film. Well, it's not probably the best. I don't know, but it's incredible. Are you a pro? No, I'm an amateur. These are great lines. Anyway, talking about shit, let's talk about anything left to say on the William Morris year as well?
No, that's it. That's it from me.
That's it.
That's all.
I have at number 3 Gregory's beard.
So do I.
Oh, let's lock it in. It's our first lock of the season.
We finally find out Super Hans' name.
Simon
Hans.
Is that a joke? I don't get it.
No, it's not a joke, but I love how... Did you notice the twins were at the wedding?
Yeah.
Twins were there. That was good. I like that. The garroting.
Did they have to... Yeah, the garroting's funny. This is Dobby's final episode, thank God.
Yeah.
Why did you have to come to the wedding? I know that we needed closure, but we didn't really need closure. Yeah. Nobody wanted.
It's because the old long list was pretty short.
Yeah. What if he invited April?
Yeah, that would have been nice.
It would have been nice. But
Did you? And then Dobby turns up without him knowing, and he's got April
Yeah.
there. That would have
and
been
then
good.
beating up. I thought the reveal was going to be that Gregory beating up Mark. That felt a little bit.
I didn't. No, I don't like that. We don't like Gregory. I. What else do I enjoy? Did you like them all watching Jeremy have sex?
No. It's really weird. It goes on for far too long.
I like the running gag that it's very Mark insisting that it was in his room and getting that out of it.
No, you were. Sorry, take that back. You had sex in your room. That was very funny. Yeah, that was very funny. I don't think anybody would. If I was watching you have sex, well, no, sorry. If I by chance, I think I'd go 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
You'd stay watching for 30 seconds.
Oh
You'd
no,
stay
because
for the whole thing.
no, because I'd be like, oh, they're kissing. Oh wait, they've fallen to the bed. I think I'd. It depends how much foreplay you were going for, Will. Because I'd want, because I think. Right. Let me explain this.
Be very careful.
It depends how much foreplay you were going for, because I think I'd want to know whether you were just kissing or not.
Okay.
Because I think I could get over you kissing on my bed, but the minute, shall we say, a hand goes anywhere or there is some heavier petting, I think I'd maybe knock on the door, and I'd not sorry to cock block you. No, it wouldn't be cock blocking. You just go into your room.
Mm.
You're just like,
But I'll
are you
start
in there,
that.
Will? In there, yeah. I know it's
I would.
like
I would
great
never
comedy
go
or
into
whatever.
your room.
Yeah, I know it's great comedy or whatever. Oh, look at this! It's great comedy, but it's not great comedy, is it?
Sulking.
Who's sulking? Me.
I'm sulking.
Why are you sulking? Are you genuinely disappointed that I didn't enjoy this?
No. I fully expected this reaction. I'm actually very happy that you found love in some characters, and you reference it a lot with me. I like that.
I think you thought it was going to be, oh, I'm Tom. Because people, this came up the other day when people run about Peep Show, and they were like, yeah, but is this because people like it, Tom? It's like, no. Oh my God. It's such an easy argument.
That was like me with Godfather. Everyone kept saying, oh, it's so good. I watched it. Load of shit. So I know exactly what you're on about.
Joke doesn't work because nobody would ever not like The Godfather. Anybody who's watched The Godfather would go, oh no, that's one of the best films ever made. It's like, it's just like, I was trying to have a conversation about Ratchet with somebody, and they were just like, is it because you hate lesbians, Tom?
No, you don't like how they've shoehorned in Ratchet into a murdering.
It should just be called Craziness. I think we've got a cuckoo's
Craziness.
nest. It should just be called Craziness. But it's like, and they'll say like, oh, is it because you hate lesbians, Tom? It's like, no. Are we going to have an actual debate about why the show doesn't work? Or are you just going to do a cheap joke that doesn't even make any sense? And then I'm forced into a place of being like, well, no, I loved Blue is the Warmest Colour. And then I have to list 5 lesbian movies that I like. Oh my God. Ratchet isn't terrible. It's a shameful prequel. You need to give it. It's an absolute. The biggest problem the show has is its name. It shouldn't be called Ratchet. It should be called Craziness or something. If it does turn into Cuckoo's Nest in I don't know, the 4th season or whatever, like they've had planned,
Or we get like a young Jack.
It's going to be absolutely embarrassing and whiplash jarring from the shit that she's doing in this season to then have the psychological, because she's not an evil psycho bitch. She is in many ways pure evil,
manipulative,
but she's bureaucratic.
Yeah,
she's doing her job, and we hate her because she does kill. In many ways, she leads to the death of Billy Babbitt. But also, like, I had to be in my review, I thought it was very diplomatic. I got it all out in a paragraph, and I was just like, this isn't a show about Nurse Ratched. And then I talked about the show. Because in many ways, the show is enjoyable, and in many ways, the show has its own problems outside of the calling it Ratched.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows with problems, number 2, I have Will Everything Be Alright? What's it called? Is Everything Alright? Are We Gonna Be Alright?
Are we going to be all right?
I thought I'm quite shocked actually that this is quite low. I thought this was an alright episode. Not even because it was the final and I've given it bonus points, because we certainly know I wouldn't do that. But the whole
poaching and
nice farce, we like a nice farce. And
we do like a nice.
I liked the nice farce element of like, but he's kidnapped. I mean, I didn't like the fact that he was kidnapped. Like, I don't know. But also, I can understand the point of view of actually giving it less points, because like this is the final episode.
I think that's probably what stuck in my mind the most. Like,
yeah. The kids. It's a bonus episode. This is a big episode, and I think it's a bit of a flat ending, because I do think this show it gets worse. Would you say it gets worse?
The show gets worse as it goes along.
Yeah. No, it's a mountain, isn't it? It peaks at 5, but it's up and down.
Yeah. But then character arcs are different, because some characters get better, some get worse. It's not a consistent. Not everything's consistent with each other. Say that.
Yeah,
But surely that's the world that they live in. It's this mishmash of confusion, and I'm sticking with. I love the show, and you cannot do that. You cannot taint our viewers.
I mean, so this is the ending. This is the ending of Peep Show as we know it. It ends with oh, we do really love each other, really. I simply must get rid of him.
Yeah.
How do you like that for an ending?
I don't like the ending. I think conversation about if you could kill me, how would you do it? That's fine.
Yeah.
But they need a better way to end it. They need a gag even.
A gag. And the whole cut to a shot that's not POV thing. To add a bit of finality, but it doesn't really, because it's not noticeable enough either. It's not noticeable enough. They thought, oh, this will be great. Yeah, no, because every episode opens with them looking at a TV, but now with the TV looking at them. What can I say? It's so flat farty. I was like genuinely shocked that was the ending.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I wasn't expecting a big twist. It's a light comedy show, but I was expecting a little bit of finality of something. I guess they're keeping it open, but it is reportedly the last ever episode.
Yeah.
Maybe a reunion Christmas special, maybe.
They said they're not wanting to visit it, but they would possibly in the future do it like in their older age with kids, something like that.
But they've done this, what is it called? Home?
Back.
Oh yeah, and you said that was too serious.
I'm going to rewatch it again. Actually, I didn't get it the first time around.
It was them going for their BAFTAs.
Yeah.
I top episode for me is Kid Cave.
Yeah, sure.
Where did you have Kid Cave?
By number 5, but
right.
I'm happy to debate anything.
It's no debate. This is the thing. They're all so middling. Do you remember when we used to debate on Inside Number 9? That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's because at this point you said, "Will, let's do something fun. You choose a show that you really enjoy, and you get to talk about it on your podcast." And every episode has just been miserable because you just say, "Oh, Will, you've got shit taste." This is the breakdown episode. This is where I crack.
Well, I don't say you've got shit taste. I
And I think I think because I think the show is great.
Yeah.
I think the show is no, I don't think it's great. I think the show is really good. I personally will never watch it again.
Yeah.
If there's a party or something and somebody puts it on, I won't be like, ugh. And maybe with maybe with a few drinks in me, it'll be funnier and a crowd. But also, I don't think that's the best way to watch it. I think the best way to watch the show is the way I've done it. Earphones in, on your own. That's the whole point. Is that it was like a bit of an experience. Like, it's all coming in Charlie FM coming in your ears. Again, sorry, better show. I apologize. Better show. I need to stop bringing up better shows. I thought this was the best episode. The snake, the whole ball part. I like it. I like a kids. I like. Jesus Christ. I like adults in Jesus Christ. I like I think there is a lot of comedy.
Yes.
And pleasure to be found. No, I think there's a lot of comedy, inherent comedy in adults in children's play areas.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wish they'd taken it further. I wish you'd got stuck in a slide or something.
Yeah.
Or chased Lillian or something. I thought the burying was quite funny.
But then someone needs to land on her or something like that.
Yeah, something needs to happen. So like, you talk about putting a hat on a hat, like when you double down on a joke. It's like there is a joke, but then you put a hat on a hat. Peep Show never puts the hat on anything. It just like combs its hair for a hat. But
you comb your hair to wear a hat?
No, it was a terrible example. I was thinking
that was really bad.
I was thinking of something that you would do you take the hat, you open the hat box.
You store your hat in a box every time you stop wearing it.
Well, I don't have a hat will, for starters, but hat boxes are a thing. Rather famously, I would dare say. Well,
hello.
Let's get to ranking.
Let's do it.
At 6, I had mole mapping. Where did you have that?
I had that at 4.
Wait a minute. Let's start at the top.
Yeah, we've locked in mole mapping.
No, we've locked in beard. No. Gregory's beard at 3.
Yeah.
What was your number 1?
William Morris years.
Yeah, why not?
All right, okay.
Give me Kid Cave at 2.
Yep. Give me Threeism at 4. Then mole mapping. Oh no, it depends. Do you want mole mapping or are we going to be all right?
I think I forgot how good the dinner was.
Yes.
So are we all right? I know I'm going to go all right over mole mapping.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Dinner's Threeism. Dinner's Threeism.
Dinner's Threeism. Mole mapping is the Byzantine churches.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Let's go all right. I think we have to give it some credit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, going back quickly on the Byzantine church, we need to see him really crack.
Yeah.
Again,
hat on a hat. You know, they keep combing their hair, but they. Yeah.
Wordsmith, Tom Carruthers.
Hello. I am. Right, I'm locking these in. Will, It is now time. So, we have 18 episodes that you can pick from.
Okay.
You can only pick from the tops. Well, technically, right, no, I'm changing the rules.
1.
You are picking the top episode from each. No, because that's unfair, because some seasons are better. We are picking, our crop is the 18 episodes that we ranked 1 and 2 from each of the 9 episodes.
Okay.
I will leave us for 5 minutes.
Okay.
See you then. Live from London and Sheffield comes the official Carruthers, Leggetter, and whoever ranking of the top 10 greatest Peep Show episodes of all time. Yep. Despite the inherent oxymoron in the title, greatest Peep Show episode. We gave ourselves 18 episodes to choose from, being our number 1 and number 2 in the 9 episodes that we've ranked. Will, what's your number 10?
At number 10, I've got Conference.
At number 10, I have Conference, Will.
Oh, this is amazing.
We've started off with a lock-in straight away. For those of you who don't know,
let me get my my highlighter.
Yes. Will, why don't you update the Google Sheet live?
Christ. I'll have to sign in. Hold on.
Okay, so we will... Okay.
Will WJ,
don't give away your email.
No.
It's all right. They know your first name. Just don't say the rest. But
I'm in.
He's live. Okay, so number 10 can be locked in as Conference.
Hold on. Right, number 10.
Conference.
I have Conference.
And it's in sunshine. I have Conference at 10. Will, what is your number 9?
Mark Makes a Friend.
I've got... That's a punt. I've got William Morris. I've got William Morris Years at 9.
Morris isn't on my top 10.
Okay. So, okay. At 8, I have Jurian.
I have During at 8 too.
Oh my God! Lock it in. It's another lock. At number 7, I have Mark Makes a Friend.
Okay. I have. Yeah, we could put it there if you want. I have Shrooming at 7.
I have Shrooming at 6.
Should we just keep going until we find one that's locked in?
Yeah, sure. At 5, I have New Year's Eve.
I have New Year's Eve at 5.
Oh, this is wonderful. Lock it in. At 4, I have University Challenge.
I have University Challenge at 4.
This is fantastic. Lock it in. At 3, I have Seasonal Beatings.
I have Seasonal Beatings at 3.
Lock it in.
Hold on, I can't type this fast. Seasonal Beatings.
At number 2, I have Jeremy Makes It.
I have Sophie's Parents at 2, and Jeremy Makes It at 1.
Okay.
Are you vice versa?
I am vice versa. Yes.
Let's keep them for now, and let's go back to what we've got.
So what did you have? So if I had William Morris in,
yeah, I have Mark Makes a Friend at 9.
No, but what's your 10th? If you don't have William Morris,
have you got Jeremy at JLB?
No. Where did you?
No.
Why didn't you say that?
I put that at 6.
Oh, why did you not say that?
Oh, sorry. I've got Jeremy at JLB.
Right, okay. As soon as I had William Morris at 9, I'll bump it. So that leaves Mark Makes a Friend at 9.
Oh
wait, no. Let's go
Jeremy JLB at 9.
Let's have Jeremy at JLB at 9 because only you had that.
But bump Shrooming up to 6.
Yeah, so we'll do what I had. Shrooming at 6 and Mark Makes a Friend at 7. Which just leaves what we're going to put for our top 2. I'm more than happy, Will, seeing as this is your show. I am merely a guest I have merely been a guest. I don't on these episodes. And seeing as you have had to listen to me for multiple hours.
Seeing as I've already put it in and locked it.
Yes, you have locked it in. Seeing as you have had to listen to me for multiple hours, bad name one of your favourite shows, I am more than happy to allow you to have your favourite episode at number 1. Is this your favourite episode, or is this what you think is the best?
This is my favourite episode.
Yeah.
In fact, we look at this top 10 now. These are exactly in my order, my top 10, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you had Shrooming at 7, Mark
I
Makes a
did,
Friend at...
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we've been very good, haven't we?
Yeah. We have.
That is it for Peep Show.
Yeah.
Will, do you
That's,
have anything else to say on Peep Show?
Watch it if you haven't. It's great.
Yeah, I would definitely say watch it.
Yeah. And like Tom, if you're not enjoying it, stick with it. Finish it. That annoys me. I only got to series 3. Finish the series.
No, actually, I'm saying this now. If you get, listeners, if you get to season 3 and you don't like the humour, and you know you don't like the humour, you're not going to like the rest. No matter our opinions on the gems of season 4 and 5. Season 5 didn't get anything, and you said that was one of the best seasons.
Did I? Mm.
Jeremy's broke, burgling. I don't even remember what these episodes were. I know. Right, actually, watch them all. What else are we going to do with our lives?
Yeah. Watch them all. It doesn't take too long. They're only 20 minutes.
Yeah. Feel longer, but they are technically only 20 minutes. I mean, you could read Crime and Punishment. I guess that might be more productive.
It's Russian, though, isn't it?
It's Russian. Yeah. Bit of Dostoevsky. What a knob. We are now very, very happy to discuss our next season, the bargain, the revealed bargain of this back and forth. I've had to do 9 seasons of Peep Show. Will now finally has to do 7 seasons of maybe the greatest show ever made. It's Mad Men time. See, you know the theme. It's incredible. We'll get there. Who knows? Maybe we'll hate it.
I'm tempted just to hate it for the sake of hating it, to get a bit of payback.
But that you wouldn't get payback, Will, because I gave this my full and undivided.
You divided many people, I think.
Yes. We will be dealing with 13 episode seasons, which means that it'll be a top 10 for every season. Very exciting stuff. Will, I will see you there. I mean, we have stuff beforehand. I think we've obviously got Rita Sue and Bob 2 and Cruising.
Look forward.
But in actuality, we do have 500 Days of Summer with your darling better half Becky, and quiz semi-finalist Katrina Eunice.
Oh, that's her real. No,
Flunky.
Yeah.
Alice Flunk. I see what I did there. Yes, no, we've got some wonderful episodes coming up. And Wes Anderson fortnight will be our next.
Exciting.
Fortnight. It is exciting. Get your rulers and.
Right.
Well, it has been a pleasure, and I thank you very much for forcing me to finally watch this show. Don't think I'll ever rewatch it, but alas, this has been a Peep Show. Will sign us off. For our audio listeners, Will has seemingly forgotten that we do have a facet who listen on audio.
Yes. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.
Dabba 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 da da ba 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 ba.